Hello and welcome to Module 3 of the Quick Cache with Local Leads system. In this module, we're going to talk about generating the leads for our clients and customers. To start off with, we're going to go over the technical setup that you're going to need to start with before you start generating leads and writing advertisements. One of the things we want to do is we want to generate live transfer phone calls to our clients and business owners. These are the leads that we can charge the most amount of money for, so we really want to focus on generating phone calls. Majority of our advertising and our autoresponder follow-up sequence is going to be about getting the customer to pick up the phone and call our clients for their service or their product. Now, we want to use forwarding numbers in order to do this. So we're going to set up our own phone number, and this is the number that the customers we're reaching out to are going to call. This is the number that we're going to be putting on the classified ads and in the email autoresponder sequence. And we want to set it up so that when they call this number, they get forwarded to whatever business that we're working with. I like to use my own number because sometimes I might be generating leads for one business and then I might want to work with a second client, or that business no longer wants to buy leads and I start selling my leads to another client. I can keep the same phone number in my ads and my autoresponder and just change the number that it forwards to and keep running my campaigns. The easiest way to do this, and this is the way that I do it, is to use Google Voice. Google Voice, you can set up a number for free and have it forwarded to any client's number. So you can just go to google.com/voice and you can set this up with your Gmail account to create a forwarding number to send to clients. Now, there are alternatives you can use. Twilio has a service, and you can also use evoice.com if, for whatever reason, you don't want to use Google Voice. However, there's really no reason to pay for it since Google Voice is free and it handles everything perfectly. You want to make sure you use a local number. You want to make sure that your area code is local to the businesses you're going after. So if you're a 646 area code, make sure that the Google Voice number you get is 646, and that can be transferred to whatever number you like. The other thing we're going to want to set up are email auto replies. This is very simple. I'm not talking about an autoresponder in this case. This you would use either Gmail or Yahoo, a Gmail or Yahoo email address that has a simple auto response that invites people to call. Now, we will also be setting up autoresponder emails. However, this is in case we don't want to handle email leads. We want to get them to call us. When the person goes on the classified ad or any other advertisement and emails the email address, I like to set it up so that they just get an automatic reply inviting them to call, and it generates more leads this way. Now, aside from live transfer phone calls, we're also going to be providing web form fill-outs like I explained in one of the last modules. We also want to try and collect autoresponder leads, because when you collect autoresponder email addresses in any niche, it gives you the opportunity to remarket to them and either generate a second or third lead, or if they never called or filled out the lead in the first place, it can generate that initial lead. So there's a couple things you're going to need to set up in order to have a good landing page, and I recommend using lead pages. The URL for lead pages is leadpages.net. This is a service that I use for most of my landing pages when I'm doing offline marketing, and sometimes in my online marketing as well. They are an extremely fast service. You could generate squeeze pages and landing pages in a number of ways. You can use WordPress, Optimized Press, but the problem is you got to have really fast hosting, and I pay a lot of money for my web hosting, but my landing pages still don't load as fast as when I just let lead pages host my page. So they obviously spend a lot of money in their infrastructure. So if you host your landing pages with lead pages, they're going to load quickly, and you're going to see an increase in conversions as a result. The other reason that I recommend lead pages is because they're super simple to set up. It's really just drag and drop, click, put in your headline, put in your autoresponder, and it generates lead pages extremely fast. And the other thing that I like about it is you can split test your landing pages. And this is something I always recommend to increase conversions. When you're targeting a particular niche, different headlines, different offers are going to work to get them to fill out the form. So you always want to make sure you're split testing and seeing which version of a landing page converts the best. And of course, you actually save money with this because you don't have to host the pages, you don't have to use WordPress, you don't have to use any plugins or anything. You just go to lead pages, it handles your hosting, your landing pages, your leads, handles everything. Strongly recommend this service for your landing pages. Now, as far as an autoresponder, you're free to use whatever you like. You can use Aweber, anything, but I personally recommend GetResponse. I've used most of the companies out there, and GetResponse seems to have the best integration, the best response rates, the best open rates, the best delivery rates. Overall, this is who I recommend you use for your autoresponder company. And that's basically that's simply getresponse.com to get started with them. So lead pages and GetResponse for web forms and autoresponder leads. Okay, now I'm going to talk about how to get traffic to your landing pages and to generate the phone calls. And in this particular method, we're going to be using classified ads. Classified ads have a massive amount of traffic. This is hands down the cheapest form of advertising because 99% of the classified ads I'm going to talk about are actually free. So it doesn't cost any money to put your advertisements out, and you can advertise in any niche, any service you can think of. The other great thing about classified ads is you can outsource this and you can also automate it. There's a lot of software out there that will allow you to automate your postings and your advertising. Now, you may not be thinking that classified ads can generate a lot of traffic, but you need to realize that there are entire 6- and 7-figure businesses that are run from one section of just one classified site. I've known a lot of business owners who were landscapers, carpet cleaners, even attorneys who have gotten 90% of their customers and clients from one section of one classified site. So they're running entire 6-figure businesses just from one ad. That's how powerful this method is when you scale it and when you do it right. And most people underestimate the power of classified ads, especially because most of the ads don't use proper direct response marketing. So when you use proper marketing, like I'm going to teach you in this course with classified ads, the results can amaze you. And of course, classified ads have an unlimited reach. You can advertise any niche, any business, anywhere in the country or even the world using classified websites. Now, before you can start writing ads, it's important that you know your outcome. You got to know the end goal that your ad is trying to achieve before you start writing it. And first and foremost, you want to generate phone calls. And you want to keep this in mind. Your goal to make the most amount of money with your classified ads is to generate phone calls for local businesses. Another outcome is to generate traffic to a landing page. So you need a strong call to action to both get the prospect to pick up the phone and call, or to click on your link and visit your website to get to your landing page, and then the landing page will convert that traffic into leads. Another outcome of our posts are to generate emails. I'm going to show you the different ways to do this. A lot of times people are shy and they don't want to pick up the phone, or they don't want to go to a landing page and fill out a form, so they simply want to reply to the ad with an email, and we want to handle these and have a call to action and make sure that they're going to follow through and do this. And if you decide to use Twilio, or your business, your client is willing to do SMS marketing, and that's what you want to incorporate into the advertising, you want to make sure that you know that this is your outcome going into your advertising, that you want to generate SMS opt-ins. Now I want to talk about how the customers and the prospects are going to find your ads on the classified sites. Some of the users that find your ads will browse the categories, which is why it's extremely important, and I'm going to show you later in this module, that you want to carefully pick the categories that you post your ad in, because you want to target the right audience and you need to know what categories they're going to be browsing. Some users will actually use the search function on classified sites, and this is something you want to keep in mind, because one of the ways that you're going to show up in search is simply to keyword stuff your ad. So you want to think of all the search terms that a prospect would use, and then at the bottom of your ad, you're just going to stuff them with those search terms. And it's like Google in 2003. You can stuff as many keywords as you want. There's no penalty. There's no complicated algorithm. If you put those keywords in your ad, you're going to show up for the search. So you want to make sure you pick the right categories and make sure you stuff search terms in your ad, and this will give you the maximum exposure on classified sites. So a quick outline on how to write sales copy for classified posts. For starters, you got to make sure, like I said before, you know the right section that you're going to be posting in. You want to know your target audience, what they're looking for, and understand the user experience of them going on the classified sites and how they're going to look for what they're searching for. Are they going to go to what categories are they going to go to? What search terms are they going to be putting in? Before you write your advertisement, you want to go through the classified site and see who else is advertising and what they're using, whether or not they're selling with benefits, whether or not they have specific things that they're offering. And you need to craft your ad with a unique position in that market. You want to come in saying that you're going to be the cheapest service, the highest quality service. You want to come in saying that you guys are insured and bonded. Every service can have its own unique position, but you want to look at all the other advertisements in the section on the classified site and come up with a unique position or a unique twist that's going to make your ad stand out from everyone else who's advertising. There's an old saying in copywriting is you want to sell the sizzle and not the steak. In the body copy of your ad, you want to usually use bullets and list out all the benefits of the service that you're going to be offering, because this is what's going to incentivize the person to actually follow through and take action. And after that, you want to have your call to action. You want to tell them specifically what to do in order to get the service or the product that you're offering in the advertisement. This can be as simple as saying, call us now at, entering your number here, hit reply to email us, visit our website. Every ad you have should have a call to action at the bottom, and multiple calls to action. Give us a call here, or visit our website, or send us an email. You'll be surprised how many advertisements on classified sites don't even have a call to action. They simply just say what their product does, and they expect the person to either look them up or click the reply button. Be specific, tell your prospect exactly what to do to get the benefits that they're after. Now, on classified sites, the headline is basically the subject of the ad. It's the first thing that people are going to see, and it's going to make them click on your ad. So this is extremely important that you write a headline with good copy to make sure that you're getting the most traffic. And one of the biggest secrets is to test. You want to write multiple versions of your ad with different headlines and seeing which one gets the most clicks, gets the most calls, and the most emails. You want to start by using market data or unique benefits. And I'm going to show you this when I do a walkthrough of posting. But you want to take your sexiest and most unique benefit that your client or customer offers and use that in the headline. Like I said before, make sure you test different headlines. Let the data tell you which headline to use. No matter how clever you think a headline is, test it against different variations to see what actually works for the target customer. I recommend putting phone numbers right in the headline. A lot of times if somebody's desperate to get a solution to a problem and they see your headline and it's got a phone number in it, many times they won't even click on the ad. They'll just pick up the phone and call. This can generate 10 to 20% more phone calls for every ad you post, just posting the phone number in the headline of your ads. And you'd be shocked to find how few ads actually use this tactic. So when you use it, you immediately stand out and you're going to get a tremendous number more leads. Capital casing. Don't use all caps. You're going to see when you start browsing these classified sites that people make their headlines unreadable. The most important thing that you want is to make your headline readable. You don't want it to stand out by using all caps because people are just going to browse right over it because it's hard to read. Capital casing means you capitalize the first letter of every word in the headline. We are going to use special characters, different ASCII art, whether it's underscores, dashes, or different things to make the headline stand out and catch the eye. But you need to make it readable, and capital casing is the way to go, not all caps. So writing the body copy, you want to copy what you see working. Go in the section or do a search just like your customer would and see how everyone else is advertising. See what benefits they're using, see what call to action they're using. This is the best way to get to understand a market instantly, is to see who else is advertising and who's working. If you go and you look through a classified site and you see somebody advertising every day for the last 10 weeks, obviously that advertisement is doing something and making them money, or they wouldn't keep doing it. And the nice thing about it is you can go back 10 weeks and see the changes they make to the advertisement over the course of those 10 weeks. And those changes will usually indicate that they've been getting better and better at writing their own ad copy, and you can learn from those changes to better write your own body copy. It's very important that you use images, and the biggest reason you want to use images is to increase your click-through, because most classified sites will have an image right next to the headline. And a lot of times it doesn't even matter what your image is. Any relevant stock photo will do. This is just to increase the click-throughs and get more traffic to your ads. Now, I also like to include a call to action in the images. You can use GIMP or Photoshop to take a stock photo and then just put in big red letters the call to action, the phone number, the email, whatever it is you want your user to do, just put it right in the image. And I've found that this increases lead response. And when you're writing the body copy, you want to focus on unique benefits. One of the ways I like to do this is just a simple bullet list of all the benefits that the service offers that's unique in the marketplace. Giving something away, especially educational material in certain markets, is a great way to generate leads. You could put together a simple 9-page report and offer it up on your lead page so when they fill out the lead, they get this free information packet, or you can even ask your client to put together an information education packet for you. And they fill out the lead, they get the phone call from the client, and they get the information packet. This also helps the client make the sale, which will increase the value of your leads, because the prospect now has something physical in their hands. It would be a PDF, so they technically wouldn't be in their hands, but they've seen some form of documentation and some information from the company that's going to be giving them a call. So this is going to increase the response rate on the leads. And have a strong call to action. This is one of the biggest things that people miss when they're doing any kind of advertising. You want to tell them specifically what to do. Call this number and ask for Jim. Call this number and ask for this. Call this number, do this. Write me an email saying this, email address. Be very specific and tell them exactly what to do in your call to action. Call to actions are extremely important. Have the reply to email. Most classified sites, I believe all classified sites, will ask you for an email when you post the ad, and there's a reply to button on the advertisement that will reply to that email address. And this is where you would use your Gmail or Yahoo auto reply email address. So the person who sends the email, you can either forward that email to the client and sell it as a lead, or use an auto reply to attempt to generate either a web form lead or a call. Phone number. Always include a phone number in your ad as well as the headline of the ad to generate the most number of phone calls, because this is really where the bread and butter is as far as the lead business. Clickable links and images. Don't just put your website in there. And this is something that few, if any, classified ads actually do. Make the links clickable. Make the images clickable. The person should be able to click rather than have to type in your web address into their browser bar. Make it as easy as possible for your prospect to take action. Write your email address in the body copy and make it clickable. Don't just tell them to click the reply button. The design of some classified sites isn't always obvious, and so they might have a hard time finding the reply to button, and they might just go back and look for another ad. When you specifically say, here's my email address, and they can click it and send you an email, it makes it easier for the prospect, and it generates more leads for every advertisement. If you are going to use SMS marketing with things like Twilio, make sure you include the number in the body copy and tell them specifically what to do. Tell them specifically what to text to the number in order to opt in or get the reply that they want. And use the map features. This is something that a lot of people don't do. Most ads won't do this. Use the map features. You can put in your address, you can put in your business address, the client's address, anything. But the map features, I find, increase response time. All you have to do is put in an address into the classified ad, and it'll generate a Google map for you. And this does make the business seem a bit more legitimate. And so the prospect is going to trust it more, especially on a classified site, and are more likely to dial the phone or reply to in an email. So this is extremely important, and it's just an extra 2 minutes when you're setting up your ad, and I've seen massive increases in response because of it. Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through posting an ad on Craigslist, which is the biggest classified site on the internet. In fact, you can run your entire business up into the 6-figure range just with posts in one area on Craigslist. You could scale the business tremendously by outsourcing Craigslist posting in different cities and approaching different business owners. This one website is enough for a 6-figure income selling local leads to business owners. And in this module, I've also provided a PDF list of other classified sites. They're not as big as Craigslist, but once you've gotten Craigslist down and you're generating a good amount of income from these leads, you can then take your best performing ads and scale it by posting them on other classified sites, 99% of which will be free. Okay, right now I'm on Craigslist, which is simply craigslist.org. This is the New York City Craigslist because that's where I am right now. So I'm going to walk you through how to post and how to write a good advertisement to generate leads. Now, the niche I'm going to go after is the credit repair niche. We're going to try and generate inbound leads for credit repair companies. This is a really good niche because credit repair companies can charge a lot of money and they have the potential to upsell into other services. I like to generate live transfer phone calls, emails, web forms. These are companies that are used to buying leads too. So you can call up a credit repair company and offer them leads, and they'll usually pay top dollar as long as your leads are high quality. There's a couple ways that someone who's looking for credit repair might search on Craigslist. They may go into the financial services section, and I would recommend that you go through and take a look at what's being offered here. And here, right here, the first result is a credit repair. So there's a lot of them right just going into the financial section. So this is obviously a hot niche. People are advertising in it. But the other way that people will look is by typing into the search box and clicking services. And right now we pull up almost all of the credit repair ads for the last couple days. We'll take a look at this first one here. Credit repair, no payments until results. Pay through PayPal for safety and convenience. Now, this ad does not include a phone number. This ad does not include a website. This ad has nothing clickable. This ad has essentially no call to action. It says, again, email for questions and get started. It doesn't even give an email address. The person would have to click reply or click here, and it's not even, they're not even putting their email address in here. This is a forwarding email address that Craigslist used. So this is not a very good ad for the person. And this is your competition, and you can see why this method is so profitable, because the competition does not know how to advertise. This is a pretty solid ad. Credit repair done the right way. I don't like how they did this. This wouldn't catch my eye. This is hard to read. And people who are skimming the search results, they'd probably skim past this. It also looks very unprofessional. Oops. Guaranteed 700 scores in 30 days or less. Limited number of spots available monthly. All work is guaranteed. They have the email and the phone number right here. And this is a decent ad. Call 1-800. It gives the phone number right here. They're offering a guarantee. And it's important as we're doing our market research to understand some of the benefits here. Guaranteed 700 plus score. So obviously the people who are looking for credit repair are looking for 700 or more scores. Offering guarantees, and apparently time is a factor because they're saying in less than 30 days. So this is a decent ad that we can use maybe as part of our swipe file. Local computer repair technician. And you can see that the search function on these sites aren't that great because it comes up with plumbers and a number of different things. Credit repair, no upfront, pay as you go. Gives the phone number in the image, fast, legal, no risk credit repair. Call now or visit our website. None of this is clickable. So I'd have to go up here into my taskbar and say creditmri.com. And one of the things you can do, too is go onto their landing page, what I'll do right now, and you can use it as a swipe file. You can see what they're asking for. Sign up, get started today. And you can go through this and see what information they collect in order to get their leads. I mean, they're asking for quite a lot of information, and they have a two-step process. Instant sign up, call now. I actually don't like this landing page that much, but you can at least get an idea of the things they ask for when getting a lead. If you notice, too, here's one emergency service for data and voice issues. Here's one person that included their phone number, and it's not even in the headline. You can see nobody's doing this. So when you include your phone number in the headline, you're instantly going to stand out and get phone calls to someone who wants credit repair or whatever service you're offering. I mean, I don't see anybody. Here, prepare your credit report now. Call us 562. Email. And you want to have your emails simple. It should be creditrepair@gmail.com. So you don't want to have this big Victor Santisaban. I have to type all this in. I can't even click on it. Credit Consultative Services. Making it easier for the person to follow your call to action is going to produce more results. And call toll-free. It's a good toll-free number, but they're based out of California. So normally would want someone local when looking for a service. Here's somebody who's using the phone number in the ad. It's not credit repair, but if you're selling leads to brake services, this would actually be a great ad. Telling you that they accept credit cards, They shouldn't make that clickable. Number of images. Phone number right in the headline. This is actually a really good ad. This is the type of ad that you would want to model after. See, visit us at. I don't have to remember the website. I can simply click here, and I'm on their website. Their website isn't very good. They have a phone number here, but it's not that great of a landing page, and they have a number of other links that you can go to. For an ad like this, I would rather see the phone number not buried in the body copy. They should have it on a separate line saying, call us now, phone number here, maybe even in a bigger font or bold. You can edit the text and add bolding and some different markup to the text when you're doing these ads, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But I just wanted to go through and show you the customer's experience when they're looking for something. Credit repair, debt settlement company, the best. Call us at 800 or this, ask for Tony. Call us today. I mean, this isn't exactly a very good ad. And this is your competition. That's what's extremely important to remember here. These ads aren't very good, but they're making money. People are advertising credit repair on Craigslist, and they're getting leads. These terrible ads are getting leads. And that's why this is a goldmine for us, because as marketers, we know how to improve these ads. We can write better ads than these guys, and we can dominate the marketplace. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to show you brief example on how to post these ads. So I'm going to post service offered. This would be a financial service, credit repair. Now you can look at all the other services. What else could credit repair fit in? And what I would like to do, possibly legal services, I would post multiple ads in multiple categories just to maximize the potential audience. But let's just, for this example, we'll say financial services. We will say Manhattan for now. Say Chinatown, just to be specific. Postal code. You want to have, like I said before, you want to have a street map. So you're going to want to say 123 Fake Street. I'll say, yeah, Cross Street. You want to use this feature because having a map, you can use your business address, you can use your client's business address. It just makes you seem more legitimate. And as you could tell, no one was using a address. Nobody used the Google Map feature that was posting. And this will help you to stand out. This will help you to look more professional. Now I'm going to use my swipe file for credit repair. And like I said, we liked the guaranteed, offering a guarantee. Guaranteed 700 plus scores, credit repair done right. And in the posting description, I'm going to type this quick so that don't take up time in the video. Okay, so I just typed in a brief ad based on one of my swipe files, and it starts off just giving a warning: most credit repair companies will take your money and make your credit worse. We are one of the only companies, we are one of the only services that offer 100% money back guarantee. We will get your score to 700 in 30 days flat. Now, I offered the guarantee, and I said we'll get your score to 700 in 30 days flat, giving that time frame, because these are the benefits that I saw other advertisers who have been advertising are using. So obviously, this is going to resonate with my target market since it's working for other advertisers. Now, one thing you want to make sure is that the clients you're working with, you need to follow their guidelines. If they offer a guarantee, if they offer a specific time frame, or if they can guarantee a particular credit score. It's important you check with your clients before you do this type of advertising. But I'm just giving you an example based on other things that I see advertisers doing. And most credit companies don't have a problem with this, I find. Call us right now to get started immediately. Phone number. This is important. It's on its own line. It's easy to see. And telling them specifically how to do this. You can also email us for a fast reply, your@email.com. You put your email here. In fact, you should also make this a link, a mail to link, which I didn't do, but you should make this clickable. Or visit us to find out the dangers of credit repair. And right here, you would just put a link to your landing page. And on the landing page, you can have a simple headline saying, these 3 dangers will actually hurt your credit, or these 3 things will fix your credit fast on your own. They fill out the application, they get the free report that you can have your client write, or you can even outsource. And when they fill out the application, you send that application to your client, they pay for it, and give the prospect a call. One thing you want to do is you want to say, show my real email address. You don't want to use the email relay. Show your real email address. Now, make sure this is a forwarding email or this is an email that you're not going to use, because there are scrapers that will scrape the emails and they're going to send you a lot of spam. So use a throwaway email address here. Make it something simple like creditrScore@gmail.com, fixyourcredit@gmail.com. I'm just in this example, I'm giving my email because I'm not going to follow through and post this ad. This is just an example. I always click it's okay for others to contact me. It's going to show up on Google Maps. I just put a fake address in here, but they're going to post it. And you want to make sure you include maps in your posting here. Adding images is extremely important because it's going to increase your click-through rates. And so you'd want to go to Browse and upload some stock photos. Things like credit repair, you can just have a simple stock photo of money, a stock photo of a house. Anything that's related to credit repair and finance would be useful in this. You don't have to go through and actually put all the text and the call to action in the image. I recommend you do that, but it's not imperative. Just use an image to increase your click-through. Then click Done with Images, and you'll be able to preview your post. It'll have the Google Maps right here with your client's address. You have the clickable link to your site. I didn't make the email address clickable, but you should put a mail to in here. And as you can see, it puts my email up top where they can click here to email me. And if you notice, I actually forgot to mention this, I'd put my keyword stuffing right below the ad. Anything that somebody could search for in order to find your ad, you want to put down here. So credit repair, fix my credit, debt settlement, lower my bills. You can use Google's keyword tool to come up with some other ideas, but the more you put in here, the better. The more traffic you're going to get to your ad. And an ad like this, it really took me 10 minutes to do this while I was recording a video, so you could do this even faster. This will generate a good number of phone calls. This one ad could generate me 5-6 phone calls a week. It could generate me a handful of emails and some hits to my website. And those 5-6 phone calls, you can sell, depending on the niche, for up to $100 a piece. So one ad can make you $200-300 a week. And if you spend your day or you outsource this and you put out 5-6 ads in 3 or 4 different niches, you can see how this will quickly escalate into a pretty hands-off 6-figure business. Final step, which I'm not going to do because I don't want to publish this ad, is you would click Publish. It'll send you an email to your reply to email. You click the link, and in about an hour or two, your ad will start showing up on the classified site. So that's it for this walkthrough, and I will see you in the next module.